guys, so I'm going to show you the way that I apply my my foundation. So right now, I've wet my foundation brush because it's winter time, and so my skin is a little bit prone to dryness. It's weird that my skin is oily yet also prone to dryness. So what I'm doing is I'm wetting my brush, and let me show you guys that. Well, I wet my brush with the spray bottle, and then my foundation is inside of here, and I'm just swirling my foundation, my brush into the foundation. And so it makes a nice kind of creamy application. I'd already put on my concealer, so you can see kind of now how here you see the concealer, it's there, here it's now concealed, and what you want to do is just blend in the edges so that there's nothing there. You can see that this side of my face has foundation here. You can see this side of my face, no foundation. So, okay, and so now I'm just gonna go over need a little bit more foundation. And then, after I finish this, I'm going to show you guys my complete look. Yay! So, foundation side, no foundation side. Smile. Hey, I'm back, and now you guys can see I have all my foundation on. Okay, you might not be able to tell the difference now, but hopefully looking back in the video, you'll be able to see that, you know, now my skin looks a lot more even toned. I still look like myself, but you know, my skin is more even toned, and it still looks like my skin, right? Because it's not like this color doesn't match my skin tone. So, okay, next steps. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to do is put on my eyeshadow. I really love this color Sands. It's like a really nice neutral color. It's one of my favorites. I probably talk about it all the time, so you guys have probably heard me talk about Sands before. So I'm going to take my brush, this little brush here. I'm going to apply Sands not wet. I'm going to actually apply it dry, just because I'm going out for the day, and so it doesn't need to be super bright and vibrant. It just needs to be there, kind of just give me a little highlight. Okay, so I'm going to dip a little bit in my pot. And the thing with powder makeup is that you want to just make sure that you shake it off. Shake the brush off just a little bit. So I tap the brush on the side. You guys can't see that, but maybe I'll figure out how to show you guys that in another video. Okay, and boom, I'm just applying. And what you'll notice is that I like to dab. Okay, this is going to make sure that your eyeshadow actually stays in place and doesn't fly all over the place because it's loose powder. Because again, this is loose powder. Loose powder can fly all over the place, but if you figure out the right techniques, then it won't. So you see, boom, right there, nice, just on my eyelid, nothing underneath, nothing in the way. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do my other eye real quick. And like I said, since I'm just going out for the day, me and my sister and my cousins are going to brunch. Me and my sister and my niece and nephew, we're going to brunch, and so I just want a little highlight, nothing major. All right, cool. So I'm not gonna do like a second eyeshadow or anything like that. And like I said, guys, I am a makeup artist that's learning. You know, one day, you know, soon, like as I try new techniques and stuff, you guys might see some of those glamorous eyes and all that kind of stuff, and super contoured and everything like that. But right now, you know, I want to show you what the everyday person is doing, and I am the everyday person. You know, I need my makeup to go quick. Okay, so boom, that's my eyeshadow. Okay, so now next steps. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I have this awesome powder that I created. I did a whole bunch of testing to figure out like the right color for everybody's eyebrows, and I finally came up with it. And it's called Brow Pow, and it's great as an eyeliner also, and I'm going to show you guys that as well. So I've already put some on my brush. I like to use an angled brush. You guys can see here against my skin tone that it's an angled brush, and it's very firm. It's a firm angled brush, so that's really important to applying loose powder. So I'm going to hopefully show you guys a good way so you guys will be able to see me apply my eyebrows. Okay, because you can't even see them here in this video, but I do have eyebrows. They're just light, that's all, but there's hair there. Okay, so this is gonna help it bring it out. All right, so Yep, so I just like to draw a line at the top and then kind of fill in that line on the side. And then I like to draw a line across the bottom. And then I just like to feel it in. And a lot of times I'll take the angle of the brush and I'll turn the brush like that because it already has the right little angle to make an eyebrow, to make an eyebrow edge. And I just use that to kind of fill it in. And like I said, I am by no means a master. This is just what I do. Okay, so I'm gonna apply some more of the brow pal to my brush, and we're gonna do the other side. All right, so boom, draw my little line. Draw this little line, clean it up just a little bit. And again, I'm trying to do the quick version, so you know, this is like what I can do with my fingers. And I'm gonna take it to the edge, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring it down. And I might want to just define this a little bit more. If I'm looking to do a little bit more definition, I'll go ahead and wet my brush. And we'll talk about wetting the brush in just a little bit. But you can create just a little bit more definition there. So boom, got a little bit more definition. I'm gonna fill it in. Boom, boom. And since I've defined that one, go ahead and define this a little bit more. A little bit more. And the one thing I've learned about my brows is that I just can't focus on them being perfect, because the more I focus on them being perfect, the more imperfect they're going to be. So as you can see, this brow is now going a little bit further into my eye, right? I mean, into the corner. So I'm going to just extend this a little bit. And that's the thing. You can totally go overkill with your brows, and then you're just looking crazy. So now I'm going to go ahead and use a spoolie brush to just make it look a little bit more natural. I don't like that little edge there, so I'm going to make it look a little bit more natural, just brushing them in. And this is a tip that my little sister gave me, because she is in cosmetics school right now, and so she said, just use the spoolie brush, just brush it in. It's like, that's smart. Okay, so now, all right, so I'm happy with them. I'm satisfied. I'm happy, because I have to remind myself that people are not going to be staring at my eyebrows like, are they equal? Are they even? People are not going to be doing that. And if they are doing that, they have too much time on their hands and they need to get some life. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and get ready to do my eyeliner. All right. Okay, guys, so for my eyeliner, oh, and you know what? I just realized I am looking at the camera. I'm looking at myself and not at the camera. So I apologize for that for the whole video. Okay, so what I was going to say is that right now I'm about to do my eyeliner. So I've already wet my brush. So again, I'm using the brow pal, which is like, you know, the brow powder that I tested until I found the right color that's like good for everybody's eyebrows. So to apply this as a liner, you're gonna want to wet your brush, and I'm using the exact same brush. You can see it against my skin tone. Exact same brush. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is same way that you would apply a liquid liner or a pencil. I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. Okay. Easy, right? Boom. See, subtle, but a difference, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do this next one. I'll just put a little bit more on my brush. My brush is still pretty wet. Boom. Again, subtle, but a difference. So now the one thing I'm noticing is that, and again, this is one of those things where you can get too crazy, trying to be too perfect, but I realize that one is a little bit higher than the other one, a little bit darker. So I'm just gonna go ahead over on this side and try to even that out. And I like it. I'm happy. It's even. It smells. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do, actually not the very last thing I'm going to do, but the second to last thing I'm going to do is apply my blush. So blush to me is like a secret weapon. Okay, I need to look back at the camera. Blush to me is like a secret weapon. It's like the thing that just lights up your face. So I love using blush. And I will very soon be having the blushes available on the website. So this is my technique for applying blush. It's the same. You can find this technique all over YouTube, all over the internet, and it works for me. Okay, so what I do is I create a little in my fish face. I create my fish face, and I learned this from a makeup artist on YouTube. I'll find his name, but he said, especially for women as we get older, you know, we don't want to apply blush just to our cheeks, because then when we're not smiling, it brings the cheeks down, because it's like down here. So if you make the fish face, you can apply it right to your cheekbone. So I like that, so I employ that now. So fish face, right there, right? Do it on the other side. And my blush is really, really highly pigmented, so you know, you don't really need a lot. Like, the amount that's there, which is hardly anything, is enough to blush your face. So I'm gonna apply a little bit more of that. And now that I kind of have where it is, I don't necessarily need to keep my fish. Okay, so I was saying about the blush. Now that I kind of know where I want it, I don't have to do that fish face anymore, and now I'm gonna just blend it in. So I said I don't have to do it, but I tend to do it. So I'm just gonna smile to kind of blend it in. And I like to bring it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. And now you guys see that I have that area that is a little high. I applied a little high. So I'm just going to kind of blend that in. Okay, and I might apply just a little bit more so I get on my cheeks. Boom, boom, boom. And sometimes I'll even take a fresh clean brush and just kind of go over it so that it looks well blended. All right. And the next thing I need is mascara, and then some lip gloss or some lipstick, and I am good to go. And I know that took a little bit of time, but it's because I was explaining it to you guys. It's really not going to take you guys that long to apply your face, okay? All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you next time.
For you, it's so fun. Hot springs and Coca-Cola.